Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to be going over my final thoughts and reviews of the Southern Skein Not Sock Yarn Club subscription box. I am getting the box that is 2 skeins of yarn, not just one, so I'm paying $45 a month for that. It comes with some extras, but they have so many different options of how you can customize this box for yourself. You can do sock yarn, you can do not sock yarn. I keep wanting to say like not your mama's sock yarn. Not sock yarn or sock yarn. You can do 1 skein or 2 skeins. You can do 1 skein with a bag, 2 skeins with a bag. There are combinations galore of what you can do with this subscription box. So, what did we get? So, month 1, we got this beautiful red and black yarn, and I made a shawl out of this because Carrie shawl, yes. Like I said, it can fake for a gamecock scarf. We won't discuss the fact that it technically is Georgia colors. This was called, I believe, Black Cherry. I'll double check that here in a second. But this is the DK weight. 200 grams went into the scarf. Love it. And everything on nice and neat in the little organza bags they ship things in. We got a thing of Eucalyptus soak. I did make the choice for that I like scents. You have the choice of scents or no scents as well if they're going to include something like the Eucalyptus. Black Cherry on the DK base. Boom. We got the little Progress Keeper stitch marker. These guys have little faces. It's worth turning it around. It's worth the effort of flipping it around. It's cute. And then we also got these stitch markers from Cat Wrinkles, which I had never ordered from, but recently in the subscription boxes, I've gotten a lot of stuff from them. And I think their stitch markers are adorable. You can find them at catwrinkles.com. If you want to take a look for yourself on just those. Adorable. Month 2, we got 2 skeins of a quintessentially Carrie yarn. Once again, we have another shawl. This one is crocheted. The first one was knitted. This one just came off the blocking boards right as I was coming down to film it. It had soaked for like 3 days, and I finally came down and pinned it out. This is the Seascape shawl. It's in one of my show and tells. There's a link in that post, but you can see that there are some bubble stitches there. There we go. The visual clutter of the yarn wall there, but there are bobbles. There are lace sections. It turned out absolutely gorgeous. Once again, I love me a shawl. I like them as scarves. I like them as wraps. I just can't, I don't think you can go wrong with a nice shawl. That's a personal thing, but I was really glad because all 3 of the yarns I got for this 3 months, I very easily could have knit or crocheted with them. They were all 3 beautiful, all 3 great colors. We did get a nice combination of colors, as I mentioned in the unboxing for month 3. Getting my goodies out here. So the colorway on that was Blue Blooms on Southern DK once again. We got a tapestry needle. We got this, seriously, flip around. This cute little guy. Oh, come on, camera. You got your elbows. And we got a button badge, which, like I said, coffee and yarn, Happy Carrie. And if you did make it to stop by my channel, you know who you are. You know all about my coffee addictions, don't you? She knows who she is. Like I had said before, the information for the pattern and everything comes on these little postcards. Month 2, my postcard was messed up, so I couldn't read any of the information on it. It somehow got wet. Somebody did text me what the pattern was, and I did do an estimate adjustment for month 2's box. When I get into the price adjustment stuff, we'll go on from there. So this is month 3's yarn in a finished object. And this is my split neck cowl. You'd wear it kind of this on the side of your neck, so the back peak will fall over your shoulder, and then you got a nice little foldy fold up there by your face. I'm not going to put this on because I tried to put it on earlier and it kept getting hung on my earrings, and I don't want to sit here and fight it, but it's a really, really simple, once again, basic shape. I may try to do a tutorial on this in the future, just explaining how to do this, but this is something you can do in any stitch you want. I did make the choice when I pulled out the 2 hanks, though, to not alternate my skeins, which is something I do with most hand-dyed yarns anyway, but one had more purple and one had more pink, and I actually thought it would be kind of cute to let that show naturally in the work, because mine did almost look like 2 separate colorways, and I really liked how it looked. So I did make an executive decision on that, but if you had alternated skeins every 2 rows with this, it would have blended together in a more pink, more purple blend versus pink and distinctly purple. I know there are a couple, I did, before I even shared where I had finished knitting this the other day, I did have a couple people concerned about that, that had reached out privately. It is a normal thing with hand-dyed yarns where even if they're dyed in the same dye bath, one might pick up a little bit more of one color than another, which is why it is best practices when using hand-dyed yarns or even variegated yarns to prevent pooling or things like that, or, you know, an obvious color difference, to alternate your skeins as you're working a project with multiple skeins. This was Bewitched, and this was on the bulky single base. And our extras, I forgot to take these out of the plastic again. I did it with the other 2 months. We got this little felty, and we got this little witch hat stitch marker, which, I mean, like I said, I think is adorable. And all of them came on the Southern Skeins stitch marker card. And everything comes packaged in the nice organza bags and everything else. So before we start running the math on these, no way is this sponsored content. Southern Skeins did not know who I was until I started reviewing these. I don't think. They may or may not know who I am now. But I 100% paid for this out of pocket. This is my money, my investment, my time. 100%. Like, this is not, so all my opinions are 100% my own. In no way, shape, or form am I incented to be kinder or gentler or anything else. As I said when I was unboxing month 3's box, in response to some of the comments I had gotten from month 1 and 2, and talking about the price difference, you know, I am a huge fan of big box yarns. I love my big box yarns, but I also really enjoy my more specialty hand-dyed yarns as well. It is a huge difference in price in a lot of cases, and it is a huge difference in quality, in my opinion. But that having been said, not every yarn is right for every project. And if you're making a whole bunch of kid stuff, yeah, you might just want to grab, you know, some big box acrylic and make a kid's project. If you want something that is going to be incredibly durable, beaten up, laid on by dogs and cats and kids, and, you know, something you curl up with when you eat dinner, you probably don't want to put the cost investment on top of your time investment in something like that. But if you want to make something that feels just a little luxe, a little special, a little for yourself, that's where I think your hand-dyed yarns really give their biggest bang for the buck. Like an everyday running out of the house sweater, I probably would just use one of the wool acrylic blends from a big box store. If I want to make myself a nice sweater that I'm going to wear to go out to eat, to go to church, things like that, I might lend more towards my specialty hand-dyed yarns. I'm going to put more investment in a piece that I'm going to maintain with, you know, soaking it, hand washing it, you know, rolling it and pressing it to dry it, reblocking it, things like that. Which is one of the reasons why when I do hand-dyed yarn projects, frequently it is shawls, because that's something that it's an accessory where I'm not getting it mangled every time I wear it. Whereas I tend to be very heavy on a lot of my garments and blankets and things like that. So yeah, there is a little bit of a difference there. And I discussed in that video also the cost in doing business a little bit. And we will circle back to that. Like I said, in a future video, we will circle back to kind of the things I've noticed, things I've realized, things I've grown with the subscription box services. But month one, our total value was $63. I did do final price adjustments. So if you watch the unboxing videos, what I did that is different with all of these is I did go with Southern Skeins yarn prices, not my adjusted estimate, because Southern Skeins is very reasonable on their yarn prices. For the DK base that they sent out, they're $20 each on the website. That's an excellent price. The bulky single was $25 on the website. And right now, the Bewitched yarn that we got in month 3 is available to purchase on the Southern Skeins website. I will have their website linked in the description box down below. So $63, that was $28 total saved. I'm paying $45, and that includes my shipping costs. Like I said, that would be $8 for them to ship to me normally. So that's already an $8 savings right out of the gate that you don't have to think about. Month 2, our re-estimated value was $52, which was a 13% savings. And month 3 was $58.50. That is 23% savings. So total spent was $135 for 6 hanks of yarn. Total value was $173.50 estimated retail value, which gave us 22% savings. Now, with these subscription box reviews, I generally say it's not really a discount till you hit 20 to 25%, just because it's not a sale at that point. And I do think with subscription boxes, we, by and large, should be seeing a discount on these boxes, because we are taking a risk that we don't like the yarn. It's not a color we're really drawn to. It's not something we're immediately going to want to use, and it's going to end up getting stashed and stored. And, you know, that's there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, I'm a collector of yarn, but if you're not going to use the yarn you get, that's really not a good investment of your money. And I do believe that these should be a good investment for future projects. If you collect yarn and save them for a rainy day, that's fine. But if it's something when you open it and you're like, that's not. And if you're never going to reach for it, end up regifting it, selling it. So I do think we should be spending wisely. We should be spending smartly. I will continue getting the box through the end of the year. Even though my review series is done, I'm not doing any more reviews for the rest of 2021. I will come back in January with a new subscription box, but I have a lot of holiday projects I really need to get done, and I'm running very short on time. So I think 22%, we're in my 20 to 25% zone. That's excellent. With the indie dyed yarns and hand dyed yarns businesses, I don't expect to see as high of a discount because, like I said in the previous video, the overhead cost for small dyers is dramatically different than what we see from big box yarns. So I am exceptionally pleased to finalize and say we did get 22% off, or I got 22% off on these 3 months worth of yarn. I would say yes, worth it. I like the yarns. I enjoy them. I will have to cancel in the new year, unfortunately, just because I can't keep every box I enjoy. I can't keep every box I like. I did replace one with the Yarnable subscription box, but I only keep one for myself. And the second box I get every month is the rotating subscription review boxes. So we are in that zone where, as much as I would love to continue the subscription, I can't. I'm just, for my personal usage, I do prefer my Yarnable box to the Southern Skeins. Not that there's anything at all wrong with the Southern Skeins subscription box. And I will continue to share those, sharing what I get for the next 2 months in my show and tell videos. So if you're interested to see what I get for the next 2 months, that's where that will now be located. But I like the yarns we got. I think when you look at the color palette, it is very cool toned for the months we have. I do like the unconventional October yarn. I thought that was really kind of fun. We aren't as seasonally appropriate as some of the other subscription boxes we've seen, where, we've been seeing oranges and teals. And I know one just did this gorgeous purple, green, and orange speckled multicolored monster yarn for their box or their October release. So, we're not in that season theme zone, but not, stuff I wouldn't wear personally this time of year. I like what I got. Everything was really nice quality. Everything was squishy. Everything was nice to work with. Like I said, I could have knit or crocheted all 3 of these yarns. These are the same base, and I obviously did a knit shawl and a crochet shawl. Both have beautiful drape. Both blocked beautifully. Both wear beautifully. I really enjoy it, and like I said, I am a huge fan of the single ply roving style yarns. I think they feel so soft and squishy. That's why I really wanted something that went around my neck with this one. And this in particularly, it's a dream around my neck. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. We got a reasonable discount. I am not opposed to stitch markers in a subscription box. I think that's a really appropriate extra to have. We did get tea bags and stuff like that, but the tea is long since gone. Let's be honest, the tea is long since gone. Nothing in here raised a red flag or anything else. I did want to point out that Southern Skeins works with independent designers and to do the patterns every month, which I think is a really awesome thing, where you're getting more of the community involved and more spotlight and highlighting other people and other things. So I've also been getting the mini from Tea Doddles all year. So I've been getting a lot of the Southern Skein yarn. So I can tell you, not just with what came in my subscription box, but what I've gotten all year in the mini Skeins, all of the yarn is really nice. All of it is really squishy. They do have some interesting texture yarns. They have some interesting ply bases that are different. So I liked it. I really did. I think it was a good value for what we're getting. Keep in mind, most of these are LYS quality yarns. So you're looking to pay anywhere from $18 to $28 sometimes on what we see in subscription boxes. The price can widely shift there. And I think their prices are exceptionally reasonable on their website to just purchase the yarns. Like I said, the DK was $20. The bulky was $25. So we've got a really reasonable company for the cost if you just want to outright buy the yarn. And even in the subscription box, using their own pricing, we're looking at 22% saved. If I had used my standard $25 LYS, that would have been almost 30% saved just in the anticipated expected cost coming into the subscription box. So overall, I would say it's a good value. I like what I got. They do have a sock yarn subscription, so if you want to know what kind of base you're getting every month, that might be more your speed. If you want a variety of yarn weights but no sock yarn, this might be a little bit more your way. I did do the additional skein, and there's a little drop-down menu on the website if you want to choose that. The link down below is not a sponsor, affiliate, or anything else. It's just me copying their website from their website. That's it. So there's no kickbacks or anything else on this. So if you want to check it out, there is a little drop down and you can choose an extra skein. You can choose to do the deluxe package that comes with the project bag every month. And I think she works with a different project bag maker every month too. I don't think it's the same maker for the project bags every month. So you may find your next favorite maker of project bags. I've made no bones about the fact that I love Jane Wynn's bags, Christy Cook at T-Doddle's bags. I love Rel over at Dabbling Hooks bags, and particularly the way she does her loop to carry the bag. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Awesome Granny makes amazing bags. So over the years, I've discovered makers I like. This might be a great way for you to discover a way for you to find a bag maker that you also like. So I like the involvement with the rest of the community, supporting the rest of the community with the designers and bag makers. I love the colors that I got. I like the yarn bases. I look forward to getting the next 2 months. I'm not going to cancel it while I'm not reviewing it. I'm going to keep it for the rest of the year because I like their yarn. And yarn. Yes, please. We got a good value on it. I didn't feel like any of our extras were superfluous. We weren't bogged down with a whole bunch of extras. I know that there are pros and cons with the extras in the bags. Southern Skeins did just send out an email survey where you could let them know what kind of extras you want to see in your bag. So they're even reaching out to their customer base, trying to ensure that they are providing good value to you. So, you can't beat good customer service. Good customer service is a very important thing, especially when we're taking a risk that we may or may not like what we get. The more we can share our opinion, the better overall. So we got some interesting patterns, I think, because like I said, I'm missing 1 month patterns. I don't know what else to say. I actually really like the box. It speaks to my frugality. I like the colors. The colors were all perfect for me. I don't know what else I could ask for in a subscription box. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off before I just sit here and reiterate the exact same 4 points over and over again. But 22% saved. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you've gotten the subscription box, what you thought, what you got, what you're using, what you're not using. And let me know how you feel about the last 3 months with Southern Skeins. Please be kind in the comments. That's all I ask. Opinions are great. Differing opinions are wonderful. Just be kind about how you communicate. Sometimes the written word does not always come off how we intend it to be. And I just ask you be kind, be courteous, have manners. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye, guys.